Hello, good afternoon. So this is a short video to explain how to use my these incredible favourites of mine. This is Arbonne True Hair. And basically the idea of this is that this is the safest hair care, even safer, far less chemicals from our previous range, no sort of plastic silicons. When shampoos and conditioners have got silicone in them, it's basically putting a plastic coating over your hair follicle, not allowing your hair follicle to breathe. So whilst it leaves you with that luxurious, silky feeling, it's actually having the opposite effect. And please really consider that your scalp and your head absorbs everything that's going in. And if people are struggling with itchy scalp or anything like that, it's really going to be having something to do with what products you're putting in your hair. 9 times out of 10 there's sodium lauryl sulfates in there, there's parabens in our hair care, and also silicons, and we don't want those sulfates and silicons and salts and all of those horrible things drying out our hair and giving a false appearance. Now I need to explain to you how to use this hair care because it is totally different to what you're going to be used to. These products do not foam. They do a little bit, but not going to be what you're used to, even if you're using previous Arbonne hair care. And also, it's all about the quantity and how you're using them. So this video is to explain if you've used this or are using this and are experiencing like almost a greasy section, midsection of the hair, which is like near the root, or it's feeling like the product's still left in there, you're not utilising the products properly. And I'm just here to help you because I've utilised these products now, worked out a fab method of using them, and this is just a real quick demonstration. I'm obviously not going to wet my hair, but I do just want to show you how to use and what to use. So, excuse my hair, but regardless of, I'm just going to take this out, it's all going to be curly now in a burn. Regardless of the length of your hair, the thickness of your hair, whether it's curly, straight, flat, thin, whatever it is, it's still going to need the same quantity of product. So I just want to show you how to work with the shampoo. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to get hair under the shower head, and you need to be getting your hair drenched. And I mean, if you have put in products in your hair, shampoo, any dry shampoos, hairsprays, gels, mousses, whatever it may be, you're going to have product in there that's going to be clogging up and going to making your hair feel a lot dirty. So it's really, really important that all in your hair, you're getting that really, really nice and sodden. And when I mean sodden, I mean like literally like a wringing flannel, like it's literally dripping, like heavy, and it's just filled with water. Because it's easy for us to think quickly wet our hair and let it fall on the surface. But actually the intersection and the underneath section hasn't received enough hair to the root, water to the root. So make sure that's totally, totally soaking. And I'm just going to wet my hands here just to show you guys. Let me just take my watch off. So what I'm going to do then is we're going to apply the shampoo to the palm of our hand. Now here's the shampoo, and I do just want to show you how much I'm using. So literally we want to be using almost like a 20 pence size piece that's starting to run now into a flattened surface, 20 pence circumference. And I'm going to be using my hands like this to lather. Now you lather it like this and you can see it's starting to form almost like a thick white coverage. It's still not enough. You need to go more. Really, really work that product so you can see it's getting more and more white as I'm going along. Can you see? The more I'm lathering that, the more of a solid white circumference I'm getting onto my hands, circumference layer. So whilst I'm doing that, my head's going to be under the shower, so it's really, really wet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fingertips into the back intersection and be massaging this into the completely wet hair in the scalp, in the back section. Really massaging it. So instantly, when you look back at your hands, they're going to look like they're clean. There's nothing else on them. Just rinse this off. But what I want you to do then is get your head, whilst that's in there, head back under the water a little bit more, and then use your fingers, just dry my hands off, use your fingers to really get in there, and then try and massage the product at the top. Now at this point, you're going to look like there's no foam, nothing else on your hands. It's going to literally look like that. You want to just keep rubbing that in, getting your hair underneath, and trying to massage it to the top of the head. And remember, we're not cleaning this part of the hair. We're literally cleaning the scalp. The scalp is where it's dirty. We do not need to be shampooing the ends of our hair. It will naturally run through the ends there, and that's actually not where the dirt's coming from. The dirt's coming from the scalp and any natural oils. So massaging there, bring it to the top. Now, what you want to do is just completely soak your hair, completely rinse your hair. Make sure it's all rinsed out. Now, this isn't going to foam up. I'm like, rest assured, this will not foam up bubbly. So whilst you're massaging it, you're not going to see big soapy suds, but just trust in the fact that you are cleaning, getting your nails and your fingers really into the scalp and really massaging that in, rinsing that all out. And I even sometimes like break sections of my hair to get the shower head in them to make sure it's really rinsed out, because normal shampoos, you're going to see all the bubbles like falling off into the shower tray. Whereas with this, there's not really that, you're not having that same effect, but there is still product in there. So I just kind of split my hair and get that all rinsed out. So you're going to do this again. So second shampoo, you must shampoo your hair at least twice. So same size again, 20 pence a piece. Lather, 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 lather. Hair's under the shower, lathering, 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 lathering. And then you want to start again from the back. But this time you're going to focus more on the top section. And you're going to start feeling like this product's moving around a little bit easier. It may start to foam up a little bit more this time. Really massaging that in. Quick head under the shower again, really trying to move the product around, getting it around the sides, and then any at the base, like the nape of the neck, just round the bottom here. And you're just really working that in. A bit more water, go again. You're going to completely rinse again, separating your hair, just making sure it's totally wet. All of the products running out. You're probably not going to see a lot of foam again. And then in this instance, I do a third shampoo, and a tiny little amount, 20 pence a piece is all you need. Really give it some lather in, making sure your hands are totally white, you're going for it. And then this time round, you will start to feel foam. And in this instance, when I know I'm starting to really feel the foam, I feel like I know that I've kind of like made sure everywhere's had a good clean. Because actually, when it's not foaming, it's not that it's not working, it's just actively like cleaning those surface areas. It's helping to basically bring the dirt away from the scalp and then rinse it away. When it's foaming, your hair's pretty clean. So I just kind of do that for my own, like, it's not going to foam and go completely bubbly like your traditional shampoos, because it doesn't have sodium lauryl sulfate in there, which is a foaming agent, but it will feel a little bit more foaming. So you do the same process again, completely rinse, make sure, even if you feel like it's gone, really break the sections up and just make sure the water's all in there. Great. So we've shampooed our hair. We're going to completely just drain our hair out, really bringing it out. And in this point, everything's out, and I'll probably try and clean the rest of my body whilst basically the hair moisture is still coming out, because you want your hair to almost be, if you could even towel dry, it'd be better. But it's not practical in the shower. So you want to basically just get that and then just make sure it's all squeezed out. So now my hair's just damp, it's not full of water, and we want to condition. Now your conditioner isn't like your moisturiser. We think that we want to slap it on everywhere, make this whole silky feeling. This is actually like a toner. So if you know the purpose of a toner for your skin is to close the pores, we want to now close those hair follicles. So if you notice when we shampooed, we only focused on the scalp area. With this, we're basically focusing on the ends of the hair. So in this instance, I'm just going to show you, I would probably squeeze on. Now my hair is short, granted, but it's very, very thick indeed. So in there, that's the amount of conditioner I've got. It's about a 10 pence piece. Now in my olden days, I'd be like squirting loads on. But it literally is a 10 pence dollar bill. You can see that just so you're looking around. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to rub that into my hands, making sure it's all even. I even kind of part my fingers a little bit, because actually what we're going to be doing now, you can see that's all over my hands, is I'm going to start working this through the ends. So I'm literally pulling it through the ends and the top bit of the hair. So I'm not going anywhere near the root, but this top layers, I'll probably pull them out and just make sure that the hair's all going through. I'd work through the ends of the hair this way, working my way up. And then literally you will feel like you can rake your fingers through your hair, regardless of the length of your hair, thin, thick. In fact, if it's thinner, you probably need a smaller amount than what I've used. and you'll literally feel like that is totally like smooth, or you can comb all the knots out. It's just beautiful. Now leave that in there for about 2 to 3 minutes and then rinse thoroughly. So not leaving any conditioner in, you want to completely rinse it thoroughly. No conditioner has touched your root at this point. Just rinse that off. It's lovely. It smells amazing as well. So no conditioner has touched your root. You've completely rinsed your hair, and you're good to go. So basically you've completely rinsed out. So you get out of the shower now in this one point, one conditioner's enough. You feel that all the knots are out, and I'd put my hair in a towel, and then after the hair comes out of the towel, my hair is pretty much towel dried. You can go with the after treatment. Now this is like a moisturiser. It's daily, you can use it as a leave-in treatment, but I just use it the once after I've washed and shampooed my hair. And my hair generally lasts about 4 days now before I need to wash it, 3 to 4 days. And with the leave-in treatment, it's just a small 5p amount, so tiny amount on my finger, if you can see that. And again, making sure it's all even, and I just literally comb that through, and then I would blow dry my hair as normal. So in just closing, I hope that's helped you. The main part where people are going wrong is in the shampooing element. It won't be the conditioner. Obviously, make sure the conditioner is not touching your root, because you don't need it on your root. You really don't. This is coming from hair care professionals. Just make sure with the shampoo you're doing, as I say, your hair's full of water. You're really going in with the scalp, even when you feel like there's no product left, it's going to be there. And yeah, just keep working with it, and do 3 shampoos. When it starts to foam up into your hair, when you're feeling that water, you'll know that you've done a good job. And just make sure you're separating those sections to rinse it out. Even when you feel like it's all out, it may not be. So just really make sure you're doing a thorough job of that. And you'll feel, once you blow drying your hair, and I would recommend blow drying your hair and not leaving your hair to dry naturally, you'll definitely get less damage with heat if you're using straighteners afterwards, if you're just using a hairdryer. So I thoroughly recommend the True Hair. If you've bought it and you've not got on with it, try again with this method. And if you have any problems, please go back to your consultant or come back to me, and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks for watching.